we are showing a live connection. Good. Let's check on YouTube. Looks good. All right, let's get our social stream stuff going. And we'll say activate, and we give that a minute. All right, and we say activate, and we give that a minute, and we say good, and we activate, and we should be now all set. So we will say test 1, and check. Oh, I forgot to start the window. Helps to start the window. Okay, now let's try this again. Test 1. Let's check. Hey, look at that. I didn't have to reload it this time. Maybe we'll do test 2. We'll verify account 2 is working. Account 2 is showing that it is working. And finally, we'll say test 3. And test 3 is good. Okay. Okay, I think, amazingly, that we are in good shape for once. I shouldn't say for once, but better shape than usual. I'll say it like that because normally, well, a number of times, I'll say it like that, it's taken a few cracks at doing this, but looks like we're in good shape. Okay, we verified everything is good there. Hit this button right here. And let's see here, we do this. And we'll give that a minute. And we will say, how's this looking? Everything looks live and good. I think that's a good sign. We'll say that. Okay, and hold on a minute. Of course. That's okay. It's just one thing. There we go. Actually, that might be my fault. Okay, and done. That's it. All right. I think we're ready to go. Oh, the reflector. I have to make sure the reflector is working. Only thing I didn't do ahead of time. Well, I can't really do that one ahead of time because I usually charge my iPad right before. Because usually by the time I get to this, it's a little bit on the low side. So here we are. And we should get a good reflector on that. Looks good so far. Okay. And how we looking? How we looking here? Come on. There it is. Okay. Now I just have to make sure it is showing up here. Oh yeah, all my stuff is, oh, it's starting to fade off. That's okay. That's okay. So far so good. I just have to select the iPad from here. Okay. And, wow, not bad. We're going to get going at 3 minutes. 3 minutes flat. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, I have to turn my iPad sideways. Sorry. So it doesn't look weird. There it is. Okay. Well, I mean, I did turn it sideways. Now I have to turn the image sideways. There we are. Okay. Well, excellent. Not bad. Everything is working. I think. Yeah, even the Instagram has posted. So that's it. We are good. I can close all these windows. And we are in very, very good shape. Okay. So this is where we left off last time. It's almost done, honestly. I mean, we're pretty close to done. I'm going to do some shading on the cracks there, kind of giving a little bit of depth. And we're going to do some darker highlights on the hair. And maybe we'll do, well, I don't want to touch the internal colors too much. I think we're okay. So, hold on, I just want to make sure my dog is not, no, she's fine. I just want to make sure. Her little wound on her foot is just about completely healed, so I just wanted to make sure she was leaving it alone because she's doing really good. All right, let's go ahead and let's grab this hair color and let's duplicate that hair color. Let's turn this one, let's turn this one off. And let's go ahead and turn the brightness a little bit further down on that. Let's pull the saturation, actually push it up. Let's put the saturation at 60. I just want to do a quick comparison here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So let's, Timber Dragon, what it is Monday? Yes, it is Monday. Yes, I've been doing them on Mondays. I've been doing the streams on Mondays, and well, this week's going to be a little different, I will say. So this week, I Well, I may do 3 streams this week, but the Wednesday one is probably one that most people who normally come to the stream aren't going to be able to watch because it's going to be part of the Club Twit stream, the creativity or no, crafting corner that they do over there. Since I'm a member of that, I'm going to go ahead and stop by and probably do my other zombie one on there. So I probably will not be streaming on here on Wednesday, but then I'll go ahead and do my normal stream on completely losing my days Thursday. So I won't just not do any streams at all. It'll probably just be a little bit different. That's all. We're going to leave that one down there. We're going to erase this. This is just a really easy way to put a third color in here and make it work. Although, all right, yeah, I'm going to redo something. Oh, wait, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to only erase that and this, and I'm going to leave that dark, and I'm going to do a darker color in here. But yes, happy Monday, I guess. I know for some people some people don't mind Mondays. Some people like Mondays. Oh, wrong one. Monday is kind of a in-between day for me. I don't love Mondays. I don't really hate them necessarily. Not the biggest fan of them, but at the same time, you know, depends. When I have stuff that's good happening during the week, then obviously Monday's great because it gets the week off to a good start. And I do have some fun stuff happening this weekend, or this week. So, wait a minute. Timber do me? Oh, no, it did. It showed up. I was going to say I wanted to make sure it was showing up, but I do remember seeing it in both screens. So the what do you call it, is working. Just want to make sure. You know what? That bit of hair does not look right to me. Didn't notice it before, but now I'm really seeing it. Like, yeah, see that? I don't like that. Not the black part, the actual hairs. I don't like how weirdly lumpy that is. Doesn't look smooth to me, so we're going to have to fix that, which I think I can actually do without having to redo much at all. I think I just need to put a... Let's take a look. Whoops. Oh, come back. Okay, that's too much. Let's knock this down to maybe there. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, we're just going to do a... Actually, we can do it in the black layer. We can really just do it in the black layer and it'll be fine. Which is right about here. Let's go ahead and do this. Yep, that's much better. We're going to go ahead and color that in because I don't like it. It just didn't look right with that weird thing. You know, I was streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but honestly, Tuesdays have not been working out lately. So because of that, Mondays have been far better. Thursdays are still going to be the same, by and large. But Tuesdays have not been working lately. I've not had a lot of time, and I'd rather not do a stream that's just really short. I've done those, and if I need to, I can. But I'd rather do them on days where I know I can stream for a little bit longer. So because of that, I gotta get this right. Hold on a minute. I've been doing Mondays lately. That could change, but so far that's been working out better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with that for the time being. That could shift. I try to keep the Thursdays pretty consistent. It's froze. Thank you. Yeah, that happens. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens really early. Sometimes it doesn't. I can't really tell why. I can't figure out anything specifically that seems to indicate. There you go. Nothing seems to actually really trigger it. It just seems to happen. So, you know what? I still just don't like... Well, I think it's fixable. I think you know what I need? I need one more strand in the middle. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and get our taper brush. Let me see how large is... Ooh, that's not large enough at all. I don't think. Let me see. No, it's way too small. Let's try like 10 maybe. Yeah, 10's good. So yeah, I'm going to stick with... I'm going to still do Thursdays. Because Thursdays have generally worked very well. For the most part. And then, yeah... so far, Mondays have been better, where I can really stream for a good hour. Thank you. Yep, I saw that. Thank you very much for telling me that. Because like I said, I try to stream for a good hour, and just, it's been tough to do that on Tuesdays. So, figure I'll stream where I can stream for longer. I'll stream when I can, not where, when I can stream for longer. So, and that could change again too. So I like to have one consistent day. Let me see how big this is. Oh, yeah, it's not bad. Okay. I'm gonna make these more. I want to do more of this coming down. See, like that. So yeah. But Wednesday, if anybody is a member of the Club Chwit, well, membership, I guess, then I will be doing some drawing on. I'm planning to anyway, assuming it still happens. I'm guessing it will, but just in case something comes up, then. Otherwise, it will be Thursday as usual. Yep. So, yeah, that's my plan. Because I like to help those guys out over there and, you know, do a little bit of streaming there and kind of support that little thing that they've got going on where they do this little, you know, crafting. They call it a crafting corner, but they really, they welcome any type of creative anything. So it doesn't have to be crafts necessarily. It can be anything. So I meant to do it last time they did it, which was I think a month ago, and it just didn't work out. So I am planning to do it this week. Yeah, I'll draw my other zombie over there probably. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. I'm gonna do some more strands. My other account. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but don't feel like you have to do that. I appreciate anybody who subs at all. I really I didn't really know if this channel was going to do anything, because I know I'm not set up like, you know, there are streamers who have really nice setups and do really intricate stuff and know how to do this really well, and I know I don't. I don't pretend. You're never going to hear me say, oh yeah, I'm really good at the streaming thing. I know I'm not. So I'm appreciative that anybody shows up, because this is not really... I never really even planned to live stream at all. It was never something I thought I would really do. But, you know, I had some people ask to do it that wanted to see... you know, a lot of people like seeing my... What do you call it? The, oh, I'm losing my words. To see my time lapses. And that's kind of where it came from, because I noticed a lot of people really liked the time lapse stuff, the videos that I was posting. So I thought, okay, well... Ah, thank you, number 41. Well, thank you, Jitters. I mean, listen, I did this stream for, I want to say 3 to 6 months, and had not a single person say anything. You know, so the fact that anybody's here, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Finally, today it was like 74 degrees. Which is the first time that it's been, I was outside, it was partly cloudy. I just loved being out there. There was a nice breeze. Oh, it was fantastic. We're going to have that for a couple more days, and then it's going to heat up again to like the 90s. But you know what? It was a very nice day today, so I have zero complaints, because I enjoy fall and the weather's getting cooler. I don't need it to be cold, but I do like it when it's cooler. All right, let's see what we want to do here, because I want to do some on this. I'm going to do some, what do you call it, around some deep lines to kind of show the cracks right here. So let's go to that layer, which is, I think, this one. Right? Is it this one? Let's take a quick look. That's it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a straight pen, and we're going to follow these lines. Now, if it's a crack. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what the question marks are, because that's not... The question marks are only showing up there, but they're not showing up in the little preview window. I don't know what that is. That's got to be something with the social stream program. I don't know what the question marks are for, because they don't show up that way on the multi-stream thing, but that doesn't display. That only lets it... I only can see that, which... listen, I wish I could just show that. It would have made it a lot easier. But for whatever reason, it doesn't let me do that. Is this the same color? No, it's a different color. I think I want this line to be a little thicker. Let's go to... What line is this? Oh, it's that one. That's why. It's the wrong pen. Yep. That's what I want. Okay, there we go. Let's move this here. So we're going to do this, and we're just going to follow this. Hey! Leave that alone. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog. looking at her foot. She's got to leave that alone. It's healing really well, so we don't want to mess with it. Well, I don't. So, because we were able to actually go and take a nice long stroll in the good weather, which we haven't been able to do for about a week because we were going easy on her foot. Didn't want anything to get messed up. So that was very nice. Had a good time. So like I said, the weather was exceptionally nice, which I am thrilled about. Okay, hold on, make sure it's doing for it just froze. I caught it. I caught it. It froze, so let me just do this really quick. I'll give it a minute. All right. And there we go. That time I noticed it. Okay. All right. So, let's do this. And we'll do this little line coming up here. Had a very, very brief power outage last night. I think a tree fell on a power line. Was out for about 20 minutes. Just long enough for me to get everything, because, you know, I have lanterns, and actually one of the smartest things I accidentally did was I, by mistake, I don't know, I want to say now this is maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago. Geez, no, it's probably more like 10 years ago. I accidentally ordered these LED candles. You know, they look like candles, but they're actually LED lights. Ordered them, didn't mean to. I don't really actually know how I accidentally ordered them, but I did. And then they came, and I thought, well, you know what, I've got them. You know, they weren't expensive. So I thought, okay, well, you know what, probably not bad to have in case there's ever a power outage. And I gotta say, those things in a power outage work great, because they put off enough light that, you know, we have 4 of them. So I'll put one in the bathroom so you can see where you're going to get in there. Because, you know, especially bathroom floors can be really slippery. So if you can't see, I don't want anybody falling. And then I'll put one in kind of the main room so you can see it from down the hallway. And they put out just enough light that you can see where you're going. I think Jitters is already subbed. I think Jitters is good. But thank you. So yeah, the candles are just bright enough that you can see where you're going without being really bright. So they worked out perfectly. And fortunately, I love solar lights. I like the little solar lights that you can put in places. So our entire backyard is just completely covered with solar lights. So when I had to take our dog out, even though there was no light whatsoever, it was like nothing was different. So it was great. So yeah, just a couple of LED candles, 2 short ones and 2 tall ones. Those work really well to have. Like I said, in a blackout, so you don't have to use the big, super powerful lanterns. I mean, those are good if you need them. But a lot of times, you just need enough light to see where you're going. You don't need to have so much light that you can, you know, blow the back of the house out with light. And certainly, I know I couldn't sleep with a lantern on. So I like having the candles because the light's soft enough that I can sleep with it there. But then if I wake up, it's not completely pitch black. Because you get used to just the regular ambient background light sometimes. Even though it doesn't seem like much when everything's there, it seems dark. It's not necessarily all that dark. So, well, thank you, Jitter and Timber. I appreciate that. It's nice of you. I mean, the numbers are slowly going up. They have been increasing. I haven't seen the numbers go down, so I'm happy with that. I don't need to have 1,000 people show up, you know, overnight. I don't mind the numbers just slowly going where they're going. That's okay. I sometimes wonder when I see numbers jump on some channels, I'm like, oh, what's going on with that? Because I don't feel like that's going to necessarily last. So honestly, slow numbers growing is perfectly fine with me. All right, let's see. Does it have... No, you know what? There was an update. Well, actually, no. The descriptions were on the OBS Streamlabs desktop, which has not updated. So no, but I can... Let's see. I think I can get all these. It looks like an ice skate or roller skate. Well, thank you, Jitters. I appreciate that. But I'm fine. I have 10 people in mind. I'm happy with that. I am. It's a happy face with stars for eyes. I don't know if that's supposed to be really happy or that's a waving hand. Now the two red faces could be demons. They could be devils. Hard to say. Then another smiley face with, or really smiley face with stars. And then I assume that's a kissing face or a surprised face. Although I think surprised, usually the eyes are open. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I got rid of the descriptions. There were descriptions for a while. They don't seem to be there anymore. But like I said, OBS didn't update, so I wonder if whatever, because that's through what, Twitch or no, YouTube's. So I wonder if how YouTube is sending those things out got updated. Because I could see people complaining if all they saw was the descriptions and not the pictures. So maybe YouTube did an update to the way that the emojis are coded so that they show up as words. Or sorry, as pictures instead of words. Because I could see people being irritated. Wouldn't bother me. You know? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Well, wait. That one did, though. So that one... Alright, I'm not going to look. Yeah, it can be. I'm not going to look. So the first one... I just saw a bunch of words. First one looks like a fish. The second one could be a mouse. I can't... The third one... I can't tell what the third one is. Fourth one looks like a rocket. Fifth one... Is that the word cool? And then... Is that... I don't know what the red... Looks like a bird. Kiwi or something? And then... that could be a seal. Let's take a look. Alright, descriptions. Fish orange, wide eyes. I got that one. Face with blue heart and eyes. Oh, it's just a face. Okay. And then face pink drinking tea. Oh, okay. It's somebody drinking tea. Rocket red. Got that one. Text. Oh, goal. Not cool. Goal. Got it. So that's a soccer one, I assume, or football if you're not in the United States. And then whistle. Whistle red blow. Oh, a red whistle. Oh, okay. Now I see it. Yeah, I see it. Okay. And then learning. Oh, is it somebody reading a book? Wow, that really looked like a seal to me. Huh. Man. So those did have descriptions for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't know why some do and some don't. So I guess YouTube didn't update something because some of them are still showing up with descriptions. So the mystery as to why some have them and some don't, I do not have an answer for you. Do not have an answer. Alright, I'm just taking this line slow so I don't screw it up. Whoop. Let's see. Oh, no, come back. There we go. Do that. And we'll come down like this. And we'll come down here. Just make sure I fill in that space. Alright, now up here. You know, maybe with the small pieces like that, maybe I'll fill it all the way in so it looks like it's indented a bit. So maybe I'll do this. Kind of like this idea where this is really, really indented here. Whoops, yeah. So we'll do this because then it looks like this piece of the cracked skull is a little bit recessed in. Like that. And then I really don't need, hold on. Oh, that's way too big a eraser. I really won't need this line or that line. And we'll just leave it at that. Fill that in. There we go. Okay. 'Tis a mystery for all time. Yes, it is. Because the ones that do have descriptions are YouTube. Oh, okay. There you go. Well, I'm glad you know because I had no clue. Shows you what I know. Which is not very much. Not very much at all. I made the mistake of having my wife pick up gummy bears for me in a moment of weakness. Because I love gummy bears, and I know I'm going to eat too many of them. But I really, really like them. I just like them a lot. We tried the... We had seen something where somebody on YouTube was eating the... Oh, here we go. Let's see. We've got a cat. Huh. Yeah, gummy bears are good. Let me see. What is that second one? It's like a gust of wind or something. I cannot see what the third thing is. It looks like a little deer or a little animal. A house, a bell. And is that somebody taking like an inhaler? Like asthma inhaler? Or I can't tell what the last one is. With the blue face. It looks like a face, but I could be wrong about that. That might not be a face at all. Because it's very small on my screen. So I can't tell what the last one is. But yeah, gummy bears. And we had seen somebody that was trying the Coca-Cola Oreos. So since my wife was at the store, she got those. I have to say, they're okay, but I don't think they're all that great. I wouldn't. Yeah, I eat too many gummy bears as it is. Believe me, jitters, I'm eating way too many gummy bears as it is. But yeah, the Coke Oreo thing, I guess if you really, really, really love Coke, then I'm sure it's good. I'm not the biggest Coca-Cola fan. I do prefer Pepsi if it's between the two of them. That's just me. I find Coke has a little bit too much sugary taste to it. Not that I drink a lot of soda anymore. I really don't. But if I was someplace and I was going to order a soda, I prefer Pepsi if they have it. I'll drink Coke if it's there. I don't care that much. I'm not, I won't drink it type of thing. It's not that big a deal. But between the two of them, I definitely prefer Pepsi. So the Coke Oreos, the only thing about them that I thought was really neat was that they have, in the cream filling, they have Pop Rocks. So it kind of makes that, that poppy crunchy thing when you eat them. That was neat. I kind of like that. But that's about it. Yeah, I tend to, like I said, I know people who like Coke a lot better too. So it all just depends on what you like. I'm not going to say that one is definitely better than the other. Everybody's entitled to like what they like. Oh, there's some lines down here. But for me, I've always, don't raise. It's always been Pepsi for me. But like I said, that's just me. And plus my mom, when I was growing up, my mom worked for Pepsi. So we got a lot of the kind of the special Pepsi products and stuff like that. So I remember trying out soda that I think all of them made it. I think all the ones we tried were actually sold, but some of them I thought, they might be just testing them. So I'm not really sure if they were all sold or not. Well, good for you, Timber Dragon, because honestly, soda's no good for you. It really isn't. Honestly, I don't remember how many years ago. It's a while now, but a while ago, when I realized how much sugar is in soda, I stopped drinking it. And I lost a bunch of weight just by not drinking soda. Just from cutting that out. Like I said, that worked for me. Yeah, Judah, you're right. You don't have to like anything. People are entitled. When it comes to food, everybody's got such different opinions on things. I don't even bother, I've never tried to make people like try stuff that I like. I just say what I like and, okay. I'm with you there. Coffee is definitely better. If it's between soda and coffee, it's not even between anything. It's going to be coffee. That's an easy one. I just got this gum, this Japanese gum called Black, and it's caffeinated gum. And, I don't think it's a lot of caffeine, but that's really the reason I got it, was because it's caffeinated gum. And the thing about it is, I don't mind it, but it is so minty. Such a strong minty flavor, almost to the point of being too much. I don't think I've had mintier gum in my entire life. Yelp reviews are the best way to get a review of your book, and your book review is the best way for you to get a better review of your book review, typed by autocorrect. Have you had caffeinated gum before, Cheers? I don't think I've ever had it. This was the first thing I've ever tried that said it was caffeinated gum. And the only reason I even knew what it was is because I was reading a book and they mentioned it and I thought they were making it up. And I just was like, oh, this is funny. I'll look it up. Is this real? And sure enough, it was real. And Amazon had it for, well, Timber Dragon, you will You would love Black because it is the most minty thing I think I've ever had in terms of mint flavor. I can't think of anything else that was that minty. Not like double mint, no, nothing. Nothing I've had has been as minty as that stuff. Almost like Altoids. Oh yeah? No. It's strong. It's strong. Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't know that I will chew it often. But I carry a pack around just in case. I was like, okay. You know, it's neat. It was neat to try. Something different. I don't chew a lot of gum either. Not for any particular reason. Just, I used to chew more gum and I don't really do it anymore. I don't really know why. I always liked Bazooka Joe gum, which is most people can't stand because it's very, I mean, it's different now. They've softened it up. When I was younger, that stuff was like chewing bricks. I mean, it was one of the harder types of gum that you could possibly get. And I think most people did not like that. It never bothered me. No, I've never had caffeinated water. Honestly, water is one of those things that I like just water. If I'm going to drink water, I'm just drinking water. I don't need anything in it. Because honestly, coffee is caffeinated water. I mean, it really is. It's water with caffeine in it that you brew from beans. So I know it is literally not just caffeinated water, but it's close enough where I'm just like, let's see. The Big Lie. The Big Lie was the most important story in the series. The first one I read about the big story, and I'm so excited for the series, and I hope we get the next typed by autocorrect. Well, that is a sentence. But yeah, I've never had caffeinated water. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it tastes like water. But no, I've never had it. I've never really had like I said, when it comes to water, I just like water to be pure water. Pure water and ice cold. No, you know what? I'm not going to say that if somebody ever said, hey, you want to try this, I wouldn't try it. I probably would, but it's never, I don't think I've ever run across it that I can think of where I've ever seen where it said caffeinated water. I can't remember ever seeing any. Unless I missed it, which I could have. But I've had lots of things caffeinated, but not water. But like I said, if somebody were to say, hey, you want to try this? I'd say, oh, sure, I'll try it. Why not? I mean, sure, it's just water. So I doubt I would not like it. But I think if I want caffeine, generally, I want it to be in coffee. I mean, even that gum, it would be, if it was wintergreen. Am I the only one that hates carbonated stuff? Well, I don't like over-carbonated stuff, but I don't mind carbonation. But there are things that are over-carbonated. In fact, I'm trying to remember. I think Coke has a lot of carbonation. That might be one of the other reasons I don't like it that much. I seem to think it's really carbonated. But I don't mind carbonation. Like I said, the problem is there have been times where I've had stuff where I'm like, whoa, okay, you really overcarbonated this. There was, what was it? There was something I had. What was it? Okay, well, I think, Jitters, what you're talking about is club soda or seltzer, which is disgusting. To me. I can't stand that. But yeah, I guess if you're just carbonating water, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess carbonated water is awful. I don't, yeah, now that you say that, that is basically seltzer, which is not good. So yeah, you're right. I don't like seltzer. At all. Not for me. Wait, did this freeze? Nope, still going. I don't know if I can quite get a hold of a question for you about the card I have for you. I need to know if you have a minute for me to talk typed by autocorrect. The typed by autocorrect thing is throwing me because it seems like it is written by a generative AI, but those usually don't say autocorrect. So I don't know where the typed by autocorrect. I mean, autocorrect usually doesn't type things. Autocorrect is usually for correcting, hence autocorrect. So I don't know what's creating that stuff, but you know what? It's entertaining me, so that's okay. Don't bother me any. And if it is, in fact, some kind of smart autocorrect, I mean, that is the next thing. They're putting AI into everything now, so why not autocorrect? Sure. Make stuff up, autocorrect. Why wait for a mistake when you can just create your own sentences? Go for it. Go for it, autocorrect. Autocorrect. Autocorrect's one of those things where when you think about it, it's like, wow, that's... Where would you be without autocorrect sometimes? Because I'm pretty good at spelling, but I'm not that good. So I do like having it around. Oh, you wrote it. Okay. I love carbonated water. It's nice, especially since it has a lot of sugar. Sparkling water. Yeah, I can't say I like sparkling water. Not when I've had it. I mean, like I said, with water, I'm really simple. I just want it to be what it is. Just be water. So that's probably part of it. But I know a lot of people who drink sparkling water, so obviously it has its popularity. People like it. Like anything else. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good and that people don't enjoy it. So if you like it, that's great. Let's see. How about... Okay, good. Didn't freeze. Let's run that there just to give that a little bit of light. There we are. Okay. AI shall rule us all. Yeah, that's what some people say. I don't think I believe that. I think we're going to find that the AI stuff is going to die down a bit probably in the next year or so. Eventually it'll be in everything. I mean, you'll see it everywhere, but I don't know that it's ever going to be as much of a thing as some of the people who are selling it, I guess, think it is. I think it's going to be, well, it's going to be like autocorrect. I mean, autocorrect is AI. It really is. All right, jitters, I will. In fact, just so that I can acknowledge that, I'm going to have a quick sip of water. So thank you. I'm going to have a sip of water right now. Ah, there we go. Thank you, jitters. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you stopping in. Okay, I'm going to fix that. All right, let's erase this. Missed that the last time. How long was it? Wow, almost 40 minutes. Holy cow. See, time flies. Time flies. Okay. Let's go back to this. And let's go back to there. Okay. Let's keep doing these accent lines here and there. Yep, do one there. I agree. Hydration. It is important. There's a reason your body needs water to live. So, yep. Make sure you don't go too long without drinking. Something I do make the mistake here and there where I realize, oh man, I haven't had a drink of water in a long time. It's bad. It's a bad habit. I'll be the first to tell you, you should drink water and lots of it. It does a lot of good for a lot of your body. So, don't be like me. Drink water. Drink more water. Okay, let's see. You know, I don't know if these little accent lines are actually doing anything. Now that I look at them. I don't think these lines are doing anything. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. I think it's fine without it. I think these lines might be more important. The Great Reset was the most successful and important event in the world of politics in its history, with a great many people who have never heard of it and were now living. Sure. There's a lot of great things in history. Great extinctions, Great Depression. I think was World War I considered the Great War? I don't remember now. There is a war that's considered the Great War. Not that war is great. It isn't. But there was one that was referred to as the Great War. I just don't remember which one it was. Okay, let's think about this. Well, I suppose I should have a brain up here. I suppose a brain should be present in some way. Let's turn on the background for a minute. Otherwise, it's just a lot of nothing here. Let's see. Okay, we want a thicker brush than that. Let's try 10. Okay, 10 might be too much. Which one are we on? Okay. Let's go down to maybe 5. All right, 5's good. Let's have 5. Actually, you know what? Before I do any of this, yeah, I don't really like that brain that's there too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold that up, do a new one, turn that off. Let's get that sketch back again, though. Well, you know, hey, that's okay. Sometimes the autocorrect has things on its mind it wants to get out. Let it get it out. Actually, that's probably 2. Let's go a little further down. There we go. So that'll be the edge of our brain. You know what? I'm going to look at something really quick in the background. I just want to see. I think the brain is pretty universal in its kind of folds and shapes, but I like to check. So let's take a look at brain. And let's take a look at, oh, that's a pretty good picture. It's kind of a front on of the brain. That's perfect. Yeah, kind of what I expected. It's mostly, that's pretty universal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think there was much difference in it. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. I thought so. Just wanted to check. So let's do this. Let's assume, let's kind of do some folds here and just kind of have the brain coming around like that. Actually, no, I don't want to do it like that. I'd rather do it like, let's have it coming like this. And a fold there. This and that. No, I don't like that either. Hold on, I gotta get these folds right. I gotta get these folds right. Brain's one of those things. When the brain isn't drawn well, it's not good. Let me take a quick look at the reference image. Again, I should have just kept that page up in the background. Let's see here. Let me take a look. It was a good picture that was kind of a frontal image of the brain. Okay. Okay, that's... Okay, I kind of like that. Let's see. I'm going to use that as a guide. You can't see it, I know, but let's just see here. So if I use this as basically my framework. So we have this come down. That goes there. Okay, so that's... Let's have this come up and this kind of wraps around. And then this one kind of comes through. And then next to that one is just another one like this. Oh, I see what that is. No, that's not where that goes. Okay, so that's there. And then this side that comes down sort of wraps here and then comes up and then comes back pretty much up and then folds around like that. Okay. So I think the key here is I have to have some dark areas in here to kind of separate some of these folds. Like that. And then that'll be the interior of the brain. I'll have that come up in there. And then this can kind of come down. I'm gonna put a little, yep. Okay. And then we'll do this as like a pocket there. Okay. And then this little bit coming in, we'll have that. Yep. That'll do it. That's good. That's why sometimes it's good to look at reference. Just so you can get a better idea of what you're doing. Okay, perfect. So now let's go down here. And let's get a black pen. Let's go ahead and go through here. And I'm just going to do this all as essentially one line each stuff. Just so it's got this nice consistency. Of course, I did that wrong because I did it too far up. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have this come around, fold down, and this is going to come up to that. And that's going to come through here. And then this is going to come up here, and we'll leave a little space there. This come up, and we'll leave a little space there. That's all going to be spaced out. Yeah. The first step, I'm not going to read all that stuff, though, I'll be honest, because I'm trying to concentrate on that, but I do see it. The autocorrect stuff. First step is to get the right person to be the best person for you every day, and every day you are the best person you can be typed by autocorrect. I like be typed. I know that's not what it's saying, but I like reading it like that. Okay, so we come around like this, and we do this, and come down, and then this will come in here, and that. Okay, so that, I think that's what we want. So let's go ahead and move this into that group. There we are. Turn it off. All right, so now come to here. Let's clean up those edges. Yep. Clean these up. Make sure it didn't freeze. It did not. Oh, no, you can keep going. I'm just not going to catch all of it because I'm kind of looking down at this and making sure I'm getting my lines straight. So, but by all means, go for it. Don't stop on my account. Okay. Does not bother me even a little bit. Okay, let's do this. There we are. All right, so now let's go to the black layer. It's just this, and let's fill this in. Oh, not erase, fill in, so that we have our spaces. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I like that. That's fine. I was gonna. No, stick with what you were doing. First instinct is usually the correct one when it comes to creative stuff. So I'm gonna just go with what I was thinking because it's usually the correct choice. So let's just stick with that. All right, so this is gonna fold down into here. Not like I can't change stuff later if I realize I don't like it. Always have that option. That's the nice part about doing stuff in digital. It's definitely, you have way more time to make things permanent, or never make them permanent, to be honest. You can not have them be permanent at all. They can just keep going. That's what I like about it. Mistakes are rarely permanent. I'm not going to say never, because if I made a mistake and then I closed this canvas and went and reopened it, I wouldn't be able to undo it immediately. But since everything is broken into layers, even a mistake should be fixable because I can just go back and redo the layer. Okay, so there's our brain. Brain color is an interesting one because you often see it pink, but I've also seen it gray. So let's do like something like that. That's a good, I think that's a good brain color. Let's grab this. Yeah, that's kind of I can mess around with this too. And I just realized I'm going a little bit over the border on that other side there, which I'll clean up in a second. So we'll get to that in a minute. There we are. And okay. I saw this great little thing. There was a article on the video game site Aftermath about a video game called UFO 50. I guess it's a small group of developers have been putting together a collection of 50 video games that are all supposed to kind of be made in much the way that Nintendo games and everything were made. At the hour when the stream has been streaming for 60 minutes. Okay. Well, that's perfect because that's what I'm aiming for. 60 minutes is exactly what I'm aiming for, so that's good timing. See, that's what I like an hour. An hour is a nice amount of time. It's a nice amount of time to see stuff get done without just going on and going on and going on. So I like an hour is a good amount of time. So that will work out perfectly. I will keep an eye on it. We're almost at 50 minutes. Almost. Okay, so we got our brain. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do something a little different here. Do a little bit of a color adjustment. Make this a little bit brighter. And instead of going darker, like I usually do, I'm going to get the soft airbrush. I'm going to do some light areas. So let's see how this looks. So something like this. We're getting some of the lighter areas of it. Yeah. Something different, because normally I do the dark areas on things, but this time we're going to go with the lighter stuff. Just kind of define a little bit of these edges. I'll probably blur them a bit too. Mosquitoes are terrible. Mosquitoes are absolutely no fun. You got to be careful with them too, because especially, you know, we have to keep an eye. I'm sure everywhere that has mosquitoes has this, where you have to be careful not to let water just sit around, or they will start. You will have a real mosquito problem real fast if you have water just sitting around for long. Because boy, they jump right on that. So we're pretty careful about if even, you know, watering the lawn or anything like that. There's any water pooled anywhere, you want to get rid of that really quick, because they jump on it. And I am no fan of mosquitoes either. I don't think. Okay, well, I shouldn't say nobody. There are insect people who like mosquitoes, I'm sure, but not me. I do not. Don't care for them. I don't like having itchy, hot, because they get those, you know, when you get a bite, they're hot and they're itchy. Not a good combo. Not a good combo at all. All right, let's blur this a bit. So we'll do a nice Gaussian blur on this. Yeah, see, just to give a little bit of highlighting, and then we'll erase those edges out. Okay, there we are. There we are. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think, outside of people who are into bugs, and that's fine if that's your thing, go for it. But outside of people who enjoy insects, I don't think most people would be all that upset if mosquitoes just, you know, kind of vanished. Just went away. I'm sure they serve a purpose in the ecosystem. I tried to combine the words purpose and ecosystem, a picosystem. I'm sure they have a purpose in the ecosystem. There we go. But doesn't mean I have to love them. You know, I think I erased a little too much there. Gotta be careful on that. There we are. Gotta be careful. When I was little, I had pet mosquito larvae that I found in the yard and put in a jar with no ear holes. And mosquitoes grew up and died. Air holes, I assume you mean. Yeah? Yeah. Well, nothing can live without air. So that's the thing. Eventually. All right, let's, this brain here. I feel like it needs, yeah, it needs a little, I was going to say, a little more saturation. Bring it up a bit. Maybe I'll, yeah, that's okay like that. This one, maybe I'm going to bring the saturation down a tad, just a little bit. Kind of make it a little bit more subtle. Yeah, I figured you meant air holes. That made sense. Figured that's what you meant. Okay, let's go to middle hair. There it is. This needs to be a little bit brighter, I think. Maybe that. Actually, that's good. I think that's good right there. Yeah, that's good. They are great pollinators. Oh, yeah. No, like I said, look, most creatures in nature serve a purpose. Just because they annoy us as people doesn't mean they don't have a use. That's one thing people kind of forget is, you know, even spiders and things that a lot of people are scared of. They have a purpose. They're not just there by accident. They're there because they're contributing something to the ecosystem. So I'm sure mosquitoes are not completely useless creatures. I just don't like getting bit by them. But that's just me. You know what? I think this is done. I think at this point, if I do anything else to this, I'm overworking it. I think I'm ready to declare this as being done. Yeah, I think I've got it where I want it to be. So I think, hey, good timing. We're almost at 55 minutes. This is actually going to be good. I think this is a good place to stop with this image and in a minute with the stream. I like that. I think it came out better than I expected. Kind of zoom in so you get a better kind of view of it. I'll try to do like a scrolling thing here. The only thing I'm still not convinced about is the eye color. I'm not sure about that color. Let's take a look. Let's see. Red to match the eyes isn't bad. Let's go the other way. There's green. Mosquitoes pollinate cocoa flowers. Well, yeah, like I said, I may not like mosquitoes, but I understand they... Ooh, teal. I understand they have a purpose in the natural world. Boy, I don't know. Kind of digging the red eyes, too. A little bit more saturation on them. Something like that. So it kind of ties into the hair. Hey, Gloomy Orpheus, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm ending the stream in about 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, because I've been working on this for a while. And it's done. And I really, the one thing that a lot of artists do, or at least it's a risk for me, is to overwork something. And honestly, I think this is pretty good where... Oh, you know what? There is one thing I want to do. There's one thing I meant to do, which is to get this shade, and I'm going to color that one spot in. That's that, right? Yes. Okay. I don't like how white that is there. I feel like this should be... Yeah. This should be outlined. This should be dark. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll be ready to declare this as finished. But I did mean to do that. I meant to do this earlier. I saw it, and I went, I'm going to change that. So I'm just going to put some shading. Yeah, I think the red looks better. I think for this, the red eyes work better. So there we go. That's what I wanted to do. That's it. It is officially done. This one is finished. And on that note, as we are at 58 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and say that this stream is going to... Actually, I'll let you look at that for a minute. I'm going to get a quick drink of water. We can look at this for a second. Yep, came out pretty good. From where it started, because I had to change it a couple times. Got the brain looking a lot better than what it started out as. The cracked skull looks a lot better. I like the lines on the skull. Yeah. I think this is where I want it. All right. On that note, I am now going to pop my Be Right Back screen and thank everybody who stopped by for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And I hope that you are having a very nice Monday. Thank you, Timber Dragon. I appreciate that. I do, because I really didn't know with this one. This one... I never know with some of my stuff. I do sketches in my head. I think they'll look good, but you don't really know until you start drawing it. That's the thing. Is you have to play around. It didn't quite match exactly what the sketch was, but I don't think that's a bad thing. That's a great thing too. So I'm happy with where I ended up. So yeah. On that note, thank you for everybody coming by, whether you're watching this now or live or later. Doesn't matter to me. I just appreciate you stopping by and saying hello, hanging out for a bit in whatever way you do. And the good news is, if you are watching this later, I hit the control button. Did that do anything? No, it didn't. Okay. There's plenty of past streams and past videos and time lapses and everything on the channel that you can watch with all my artwork stuff. So time lapses I never do on here because there's really kind of no point in having a time lapse on a live stream. But I do post the time lapses. Like this one will be. I will make this into a time lapse probably in the next few days, and then post it onto the YouTube channel so that you can watch it from beginning to end. So I'd say by the end of the week, if you look at the channel, you will see this image from beginning to end. Sped up, obviously. It would take forever if I didn't. So, yeah, thank you for coming by and hanging out. Go do something creative or go find somebody else who's doing something creative because it's good for your mind, your body, and your soul. And until the next stream, like I said, I will be doing the Crafting Corner on the Club Twit Network on Wednesday. That's my plan, but I'll be back for my regular stream on Thursday. So, thank you for being here. Appreciate you stopping by, and until the